We're about to head back to that $2 million renovation. I'm going to take you through the day, show you everything we do today, but while doing that, I also want to make a behind the scenes video and show you guys how I film while working at the same time. Alright, so we just pulled up the site and today is an absolute perler. First thing I want to do is we'll get the drone set up and we'll get her up in the air and get a few shots of the site before we get set up for the day. Alright, first up, I'm just going to get a nice shot, maybe go a little bit higher. This shot here can be the shot that I play at the start of this video, so you've probably already seen the shot. We'll do a slow flyby with the water in the background. Alright, so today I'm pretty sure we're going to be putting these saddle trusses in here. So we'll get a shot on where I think I'm going to be working. What happened when we were here last week Friday, it's a bit hard to see, but these walls here actually stepped in at a different height. So we had to get these trusses rebuilt. They should be coming today, so I think this is where we'll be working. So I'm going to get a few shots showing off where we will be working so we can get before and afters for the day. That's a nice slow shot through there. Actually, I really like that one. I really like that one. Cool. I think that's it. That's how I like to start most days, getting to site early, getting a few drone shots if I can. Now the next thing is obviously get out there and start working for the day. Depending on what type of job we're doing, it's going to drastically change how I film for the day. So for starters, this is a kit here with all the camera gear. I'm using a GoPro right now, the same as this one here. And this is probably what I'm going to be using for the day. I'm probably going to be using the GoPro, just throw that in my tool belt, and I can just pull it out quickly if I want to film something if I can. And we're also going to have this strap, which is just a head strap which I wear on my head. So if I'm doing some continuous work or working on the roof, I can just leave the GoPro rolling for a bit, get a bit of footage and cut that up. The reason that this is a go-to for today is because we're working hourly. There's probably 3 different ways I can work. First is doing my own job. If I'm doing my own job, it means we can get the proper camera up, get it on the tripod, and get some really nice shots of what we're doing. The second one is if I'm subcontracting. Most of the time, if I subcontract to companies, we have a chat beforehand, and I'll spend probably half an hour to an hour a day dedicated to just running around, moving the camera, getting shots, and then deduct that from the time slip at the end of the day, or stay back to make up with the hours. So that works out pretty well for the companies I normally work for. Today, I am working for JTR, but we are working for a builder doing this hourly. So for today, we are going to resort... I've already lost it. We are going to resort to the GoPro. I'm going to keep this in my tool belt, pull it out of my pocket, and the best thing is it's got the flat base there, so I can just run around. I normally sit that on logs or something. When we're doing the trusses up here, I just kept running around, sitting it down in various locations. That would get me a few shots of what's going on, and then I can just do a voiceover over that. Alright, change of plans. We actually will be working around the back today. All the trusses are here for this section. We're going to get a big girder in up there, a few hits. So we're going to firstly have to move them all the way up to the scaffold here. And then I think we've also got maybe a mobile scaff coming today. So we're going to have to clear a lot of this rubbish out of the way to build that mobile scaff, and then we can move it back and forth to support us putting these trusses up. I'm guessing it would have to be these. It's always going to be these ones. Oh yeah, because we've got the girders here. So yeah, it's these 2 girders and then it's like that one girder. Then we've got the hips that sit on them.
Oh, these are long tails.
If you jump on the front there, I should be okay. Alright.
Oh. How do we get there? Along the fence away?
Yeah, go along the fence and we'll have to go on a bit of an angle if we have to. Oh, let's just lean it up here. Oh, this is definitely going to be half of our morning. Getting rid of all that.
So that's why we're putting the mobile scaff and moving it.
Yes, we're putting a mobile scaff. And to reach that height, it's going to be a big one. It's going to be heavy. Even if there wasn't mud there, if there wasn't rubbish there, the mud's soft. I might actually jump in there, and I'll just lean you through with a length of timber first.
Because we're going to get cut up.
Yeah, good idea. So if I'm for a different angle. What's that? I've got it here. Oh. I'm gonna have to slide it for you, Tim. Yeah. Do you guys need me over there, or is 3 working? Because I can jump down on the scaff and get ready with the gun, and then I'll throw up a ratchet strap if you want, and we can tie it over the top, and you can stand here and hold it at the top so it doesn't fall.
Yeah.
Alright.
Or do you put a stick on top and hold it?
Yeah, either works. Stick might be better. Because then you can push it too. Good. Tiny bit more. Just a bit better there. Alright, slide yours in best if you can. Going hard up to it.
I'm gonna come to you for a bit.
To me?
I don't know, John, you're on the phone.
Take it over. You get the balance on it? Yeah.
Come to me 20 mil. How's that for you?
Can I just pass it 20?
Can you push yours all the way in?
No, we do.
Do both sides.
Need more.
I reckon.
Okay.
Otherwise, not level.
That's good.
Just a little scaffold.
Sounds good.
Yeah, mate? Is that what you're picking?
Yep. Liking it.
Sweet.
Cuz, you're taking my fucking run.
We'll do the same thing all around then if you can get a bit of flooring too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sweet. We'll just go hard too.
Right.
When you plumb it, just make sure that bottom's like hard to in line with that wall plate. Not where the trusses are cut off, but just the wall plate. And I'll move the top back and forth. You let me know what to do. I'm gonna push it out a tiny bit more. Are you happy with that?
Yeah.
There?
Yeah, that's good.
Sweet. Hold that. Yep, that's it.
Let's start, go down. Down, go down. Drop, down. 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 No.
Yep. Do you want to slide it to you guys and we'll go up over that again?
Yeah.
Sweet. You on there? Yeah. Cool. Are you ready? I'm gonna let go. Let go. Set. Please don't drop that.
Got it.
What's the plan? Same thing?
Yeah.
Stop! Yep. Alright, so we are waiting for a little scaff to go in there. So we've got all the settles up. And since there's no apex line we've got to string through, we can start doing the settles first. So we'll jump up. I reckon I'll get the strap up now.
Strap on.
Yeah, I'll get the strap on. I might attach this GoPro to the head and we get some first person view of what we're doing. You ready? Eyes are now down there. Oh. $600s right there. I've got not much. I'm coming to me.
It's a great track.
Okay,
in, yeah.
I look pretty good here. Yeah, I butt straight in. That works with that string line we have. I've got that 20 mil as well.
Yep.
I'm just gonna tack one here. And then I want to get that level. I think it needs to go up heaps. Oh, that's level there. Unless we run like a string line from this one through to that back one there, get a 45 mil block either side, maybe at that height there. String line from there through to there, 45 mil block either side, and then we can measure 45 to that block. All right, so we're just stopping for a quick bite. What I might do is let's get the drone up again. Let's get a few more shots of, I want to say, the progress. There's not much progress. We've stood up one truss and just moved stuff around this morning. We'll get a shot of it anyway.
Home point updated.
Right, so you can see we've got all the saddle trusses just sitting there. Actually, it looks like we've got one down there that we didn't pass up. Oh no. Oh shit, I'm getting swooped. I don't know if it picked it up on camera. You can see the bird shadow there. Oh no. I haven't had that happen for a while. We can see the shadow of that bird. I can't see where he is though.
Landing.
I think that was a magpie. Well, you reckon the bird actually hit it?
No, it did. So we were watching it. Just swooping it.
Oh, it did hit it?
Yeah, it's got a swooping set. Very swooping it. Yeah, it's like, whoa, bird's going for it.
She's all good. So it's obviously swooping season right now. The last few times I've got my drone out, I've had a few close encounters like that. This morning was okay, but I do think I might almost need to put the drone away for a good month. I've had a shot on here which I've taken off, but I took a drone shot of that trussed roof and I did the video on how to truss the roof. And after I got the thumbnail photo, I actually had a video of the bird flying up in front of the drone trying to hit it. What they normally do, and what it looks like it happened here, is they do a few warning pass-bys. They'll fly up close, they'll try to scare you away. I've never actually had a bird hit the drone before, but I feel like if I was to leave that in the air right then and keep tempting fate, they will eventually get the courage to hit the drone and knock it out of the sky. So we've got two string lines around. This one here is for where the hip needs to go. Our hip is pretty curved. So this one's gonna show us where all the saddle trusses need to line up to for the hip. And then this one here is obviously for the heights. We got 45 mil either side. In the middle there, it kicks up a fair bit. And what the go is, what we have to do is kind of transition the roof. So that side's gonna kind of run down a bit and then it's gonna run up there. If we went 45 mil the whole way to there, there'll be a big step. When you're working with old roofs, most of the time they're not gonna be perfect, stuff's gonna be out. So it's about trying to work out what we have to work to, what we can get away with. And here, that's what we're gonna be doing. We're just gonna be following that string line, making sure that our roof is all straight there, even if there is a small little dip overall from end to end. I'm just gonna tack a nail right in here. So that's at 600, and I'll climb through and see what the string line's doing. So that's actually pretty good. We got 47 instead of 45, but we do want them to decrease slightly every truss. Before I shoot that, I'm just gonna make sure this is 600.
Yeah, make sure you just bring it the whole way so you've got nothing to
Oh no, it wants to slide down massive. Oh, actually no, that truss needs to come in to about there. Yeah, it's good there.
Yeah.
All right. So I should be pretty good there.
Yeah, I'm good there.
That's really good. So the saddle trusses are up. That took us a fair while. Trying to blend the saddles in to the existing roof, especially when we don't have existing trusses of the apexes we're flooring. It's always a bit of a nightmare. What I'm going to do now though is we've just had a scaffold dropped off and I'm going to build that in here for tomorrow. We're now going to have to clear some room and we're going to use the scaffold so we can access the bottom sides of those trusses there and shoot on the hips, the jacks and all the creepers that we need. Didn't really show it in the video, but we spend a lot of time playing around with those trusses. The old trusses weren't in a straight line. The hip was sitting higher than the trusses. It was a nightmare to fix, and I'd love to really leave that in the video, us talking through everything. But in reality, to do that, I'd have to leave the camera rolling all day, and what would happen is the battery would die. I wouldn't even know about it, and then we wouldn't get any footage at all. We probably want it right below that, which is where all the tiles are. Alright, we've got the scaff up, we're done for the day. I just want to talk about one other thing I sometimes do while filming. I don't know if it's been noticed today, but I did have a period where the camera was in my head. I've actually got no idea what the audio sounds like. Sometimes what I do is I've got a DJI mic here, and I put that mic on my Sony camera. So sometimes what I do is have that mic, you probably see it on my top, and then wear the GoPro. I'll get this camera and my GoPro both recording at the same time. And then what I'll do is I'll sync up both videos, and then I'll use the audio from the camera. I don't even know why I use the camera. I could probably just turn the mic on without using the camera, but it's just a habit I've fallen into. I'll use the camera for the audio, the GoPro for the visual, and that's why when I'm walking in the roof and doing a lot of the work in these windy places, you can hear me kind of alright. But I'm actually not too sure how I go on days like today when I'm walking around with the camera strapped to my head, if you can easily hear what's going on. So I'm actually going to be intrigued to go home, have a look at this footage, and see how this video turned out.